Tarman from Return of the Living Dead versus Bub from Day of the Dead. Who will win? So we've got two zombie icons pitted against each other in a pointless battle. We've got kills, so this could be the amount of kills, how cool their kills are. We've got star power, how famous they are, how iconic they are. We've got sex appeal, how sexy they are, how good their fashion. We've got fear factor, how terrifying they are. And final battle, which basically means who would win a fight against Bub or Tarman. So first up, we got kills. Now, we can only judge the movies they're in. So with Tarman, he kills suicide. It's the only kill that's logged. He could have killed people before he was stuffed in that drum. But suicide's the only death on screen. It's a pretty good death. Somehow he bites through that big skull. I don't know how zombies do it, but they do it. But with Bub, does he kill anybody? Look, he might have killed people before he was captured by the doctor, but he doesn't really kill Rhodes. He shoots him, and he definitely gets him to the door where he gets killed by loads of zombies. So you could say the bullet was the direct reason Rhodes gets killed, but you don't really know. So I would say I'm going to give this to Tarman. He's got a definite kill with no argument. Suicide gets killed in one of the best deaths in the movie. Next up, we got star power. Who's the most famous? Now, look, as much as I love Tarman, it's got to be Bub. Look, they've remade Day of the Dead so many times, and each one has a Bub. You've got 2008's shit zombie movie, Day of the Dead. It's got a Bub. Doesn't quite look like Bub, but it is. You got that other Bloodlines one, came out a few years ago. And then you've got that series, that Day of the Dead series that nobody's fucking seen. I haven't seen it. I don't intend to watch it, but you've got a Bub character in that. I think it's a cameo. I only saw it on Google. I'm not going to watch it. So I suppose I got to give it to Bub. Next up, we got sex appeal. Who's the sexiest zombie ever? Again, Bub's a good-looking guy. The actor's really good-looking. I think his name's Howard Sherman, but that doesn't count. Who knows? Maybe Tarman was good-looking. The actor playing him is not quite as good-looking as Howard Sherman. But as zombies, look, Tarman is pretty ugly. Bub looks a little bit more human. Also, Bub's got better fashion. He's got a black denim jacket with a nice shirt. He's an ex-soldier potentially. The chicks love soldiers. Who knows what Tarman was? His clothes are melted, his skin melted. Could have been a Wall Street banker. Who knows? But I'm going to have to give this to Bub. Next up, we got fear factor. Who's the most frightening of the two zombies? Look, Tarman is terrifying. He may look a little bit silly sometimes when it's close up, but he is frightening. Even when he's like just you can see him behind the glass of the canister, he's frightening. He is easily the most gruesome because he's the most decayed. Now, Bub is quite sweet. You want him to be a friend. Yes, he can be a bit scary. There's moments where he could fuck you up. There's a moment where Frankenstein, the doctor, is terrified of him when he looks like he's going to bite him. He fucks over Rhodes. He is frightening in that respect, but visibly, I would say it's got to be Tarman. And our final one is the final battle. Who would win in a fight, Tarman or Bub? Now, look, it's got to be the one that's the brainiest and the strongest. And I think it is Tarman. Look, let's put it this way. Look, Tarman, he figures out how to get that steel door open where Tina's trapped behind. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Not that I'm brainy, but I'm not a zombie. He can speak. Now, I know Bub can look at books. He can shave. But I think Tarman could read that fucking book. He's so brainy. So I've got to give it a Tarman because, again, he's indestructible. Apart from when his head gets bashed off, but he's still alive. You can only burn a zombie in Return of the Living Dead. So, yeah, Tarman is a bit slower than the other zombies, so it kind of evens things out because Bub's quite a slow zombie. But, look, it's not me being biased. I just think in a final battle, even if Bub's got a gun, you ain't going to take out Tarman. He's two nails. as long as he can keep his head. But I'm going to give it to Tarman. So there you have it. Look, I know I'm wearing a Return of the Dead t-shirt. I promise you're not biased. I do love Bub. But this goes to Tarman. He is the ultimate zombie. Now, maybe if there's more categories, Bub would have it, but I'm lazy. There's only 5, and Tarman gets it. So, do you agree with my ultimate zombie showdown? Tarman versus Bub. Who would you pick? Who do you think's the sexiest? Who do you think's the deadliest? Drop a comment. And if you love zombies, please subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.